There's certain things that we do that a lot of people probably wouldn't want to do, and they shouldn't have to. Body recovery is a unique form of using your scuba diving skills, and it's definitely not for everybody. What keeps me able to continue to focus on that is that I tell myself, I have to see that so others don't have to. I grew up in Oregon. I was born in North Bend. Ended up in Central Oregon as kind of a home base, which is awesome. I love it here. I graduated from Mountain View in 1992 and decided to go into the U.S. Army as a construction equipment operator. Went to Fort Leonard Wood, Missouri for my training, part of the Corps of Engineers. And I signed up for 2 years active duty. They had me stationed in Fort Stewart, Georgia. It was a good experience. You got paid to train and work and kind of get dirty and blow stuff up. It was kind of a fun time. I got out of active duty in 1996 and came back to Bend. And at the time we had a National Guard unit here at the Armory that was an engineer unit. It was a 1249th Engineer Battalion. All in all, I ended up doing 9 years in the National Guard in that same unit. During that time, I had the honor to volunteer to go do security at the 2002 Winter Olympics in Salt Lake City, Utah. That was pretty close to right after 9/11, and so the world was on alert, especially our country, high security. Well, the first couple weeks that we were there, we were doing perimeter security. The venue that we worked was Seven Peaks Arena, and that's where they did all the female hockey events. Once it switched from security to now the Olympics were on, now our unit got to work the magnetometers at the entrance. All the spectators and everybody that comes into the event, we were basically there to run them through, just like airport security, make sure nobody got in with any weapons or anything that could harm anybody inside there. You think about it, how often do they have Olympic Games here in the United States, let alone that close to your hometown? So it was an opportunity I couldn't pass up. I ended up getting out in 2004. I had a back injury that happened on duty. At that point, I just figured it was best to just cut my losses and basically get out when my contract ended, and so that's why I got out. A lot of people ask me, oh, you must have been a scuba diver in the military because of what you're doing now. And I actually never dove once in the military. I got certified when I was 13 years old. This was back in like 1987. And I didn't know anybody that was a scuba diver, so I didn't really get to do it until 1 year as an electrician. I had an apprentice that was assigned to me, and he had recently gotten certified and had all his own gear. He took me out to Cultus Lake, and then I started getting into it a little bit more, and I thought, if I'm going to do this, I should maybe do some more continuing ed. And so I took advanced open water and rescue diver, and eventually became a scuba instructor, and then became an underwater criminal investigator. Lots of different training and lots of experiences of traveling around the United States. So in doing all that, I decided to put together my own nonprofit organization called Oregon Rescue Divers. So the main mission of Oregon Rescue Divers is to assist law enforcement agencies, fire and rescue teams, and the local communities in anything aquatic emergency related. Probably one of the hardest parts of being involved with body recoveries is dealing with the families. That's tougher than anything you're going to find out there, because you got to remember, even though you don't know this person, it's somebody's person. And then you finally do find the person, and they say, thank you for sticking it out while nobody else was here to do that. I think that's what hits home, and that's what makes me feel really good about what we do as a team. And being there for the families from the start to the finish is huge for them.